I have a lettering along path with Inkstitch Lettering is how do we close the gap in between the individual letters while maintaining the arch along the path. And this is my suggestion to you as I've created the Inkstitch lettering, placed it on an arch. Actually what I did was I created a large, very large circle and duplicated it, and then I cut at the edges of the background, the arch for my path, and then did lettering along path and centered it on that arch. If you go out to this circle and we hit the rotation, we click it twice to get the rotation handles, you'll see the center of rotation way down here. So what I suggest you do is go to your Inkstitch lettering. Let's find your individual letters. Let's just start with the letter P. We have it selected. We're going to click it again and we get our rotation handles. This is the center of rotation currently. What you want to do is you want to move the center of rotation down to the center of rotation of this circle. And a good way of doing that is with your rotation handles. Go to your snapping, toggle on your snapping tool, and take your center of rotation. Let me zoom out a little bit, and we're going to move it. And we're going to just take that center of rotation and try to get it over right here. You'll see object rotation, center to object rotation. And so now what happens is when you're going to rotate that letter P, it's going to follow your curve. Let me turn off your snapping tool. It's going to follow your curvature, and you can move it as close to your other letter as you want to, and just do the same thing for all of your letters. You're going to move the center of rotation. We'll zoom out and we'll find center of rotation on that circle. Well, I turned off my snapping tool. Turn on snapping. Let's see if we can find it. There we go. And so that one is snapped. And then again, move it as close as you want to. I still have the snapping turned on. We didn't do this one. Let's select it twice and move your center of rotation. What you can do is you can draw you a crosshair in the middle to try to guide you. It's very hard to see because this is such a large object that it's hard to see. Again, we'll find our center of rotation right there. Well, bounding box. Well, let's see what happened. Yeah. So let me turn off the snapping. So that's my suggestion of how you can move them. If you want to move them farther apart, just double click them. Move them farther apart or closer, as however you want to do it. So hopefully this helps.